Hello, we're Greta Van Fleet.
I wasn't ready.
All right, well, you tell me when you're ready, you f***. Hello, we're Greta Van Fleet.
And you're watching Billboard News.
Hey, I'm Lindsay Havens for Billboard News, and we are here with Greta Van Fleet. What is up, guys? We are here to talk about your stellar third album, Starcatcher, out in July. Yes, stellar.
I think that's a really appropriate term for an album called Starcatcher.
When did you start talking about even making a third album? Like, how do you know when it's time?
The funny thing is we're always moving on to the next.
Yeah.
We're actually about to start the next album as we speak.
That's why we brought you here today.
There are songs that go in and out of time for us. Some get shelved and then you pick them up again because they make sense for that thing that you're looking for. And a lot of this stuff just comes about spontaneously and ends up on the record that we're working on. The Starcatcher record was something that we were working on about the time of the Strange Horizons tour that we did. That was, I think, when it kind of, is that correct?
I think that's how we knew it was the right time, is we were like, we actually have to start at the next thing. We're starting to lose our minds. I think the exciting aspects of what this record holds for us was we were coming out of the Battle at Gardens Gate, which is a very cinematic, orgasmic concept.
Oh, wow.
You know, it was cool.
Yeah,
That was the idea behind it anyway. So we were like, now it's time, I think, for us to revert back to the page of rock and roll and what that means and what does this truly mean for our generation.
Wow, you guys are poets. Yeah. This is beautiful.
What a day to meet the master.
The lead single, Meeting the Master, I feel like that encompasses everything that we're talking about here. Was that an obvious choice to be the intro to this album, or was there some debate?
I think it was the opposite in some sense. I think it
Depends
It's more
on
of a
what.
personal choice.
Yeah.
was the obvious curveball.
Sam and I did actually all the group vocals on the track.
Oh, wow.
We just track after track, we just did all the group vocals and
Yeah, you guys were actually like recording.
They were
songs.
recording
we were
some other
doing
thing.
They were doing the heavy lifting.
You guys did nothing.
That's how quick Dave works.
We were writing it.
Wow.
And we were upstairs on a different console.
And I thought, because we were kind of demoing it upstairs while, you know, they were building other concepts out, or I don't, you know, it was sort of, we brought it back to the table and went, okay, I think this is really good. And I was under the impression we were going to redo the group vocals anyway, but Dave really was like, no, this is great, this is group vocals.
Just send it from this computer to that
Send it,
computer.
yeah.
Do you all have favorite songs? Is it easy or hard to pick a favorite song once you finish an album?
I think it's very difficult.
Pretty difficult, yeah.
And at least personally for
Kill
me,
your
it's just because of
darlings.
how vast their sounds and meanings are.
Yeah, there's a lot of contrast.
A lot of contrast. I have favorites to play, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was my favorite to write or listen to in any sense. You know,
Totally.
they come from all sorts of different angles.
I mean, I think it's really interesting on this record and any record. We sort of, as a group, write in terms of songs, and then all of a sudden there's enough material there to put an album together, and it's like, that's just gonna be what it is. This is interesting because if you picked a specific song that you liked, it wouldn't include the narrative of all these other songs. It wouldn't be telling the full story. So from an album perspective, where we look at it now, it's like, you can't select one because they all inform
You need the whole
next.
thing.
Yeah, it's like, do you have a favorite scene from a movie? So.
Obviously, a world tour is coming. You have 2 dates with Metallica in the fall. When you think about a band like that, what comes to mind first?
Consistency, longevity. You have to have a lot of passion to be able to do something for so long and be so good at it. I've talked to Lars about getting older. He says, I have to work 5 times as hard to just even get to the level that I was at decades ago.
But he's a perfectionist.
But he's
They're
so
all
good.
kind of that way. They're all perfectionists.
Yeah.
And they take what they do very seriously.
I said it at the beginning, I will say it again. Starcatcher is, I use the word stellar. It's fantastic. I love it. I hear the growth. I think it's really cool that this is the third album and you did something different, you know? And it really paid off. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see it live.